Hello gang, this particular video we are going to show you how to use Easybib to create a works cited entry for a magazine article that you access through a database. Now the other day we all created accounts. With that said, if you are not already automatically signed in, go to login, click on login, and then from there your login information should pop up. If it doesn't, sign in again through Google and pick the Google account that you want to use with Easybib. Now, I would always suggest clicking on Remember Me as well, just in case, so that way this information will be saved for you. I click on Login, and at this point in time, your project screen is going to show up. Now, if for some reason you don't see this, simply go up here, click on My Projects, and then your project will appear. Now, my particular project, I named it Sophomore English Thematic Research. You find the job that you're going to use for your particular assignment. Okay? All of your particular projects probably are going to be named something slightly different. Make sure you find the job that aligns itself with the assignment. Now, I'm going to click on bibliography. You always want to click on bibliography whenever you add a new works cited entry to your particular job, okay, or your project. As you can see, I still have the works cited entry that we worked on the other day saved. That's the beautiful thing about Easybib. As long as you create an account, it saves all that information for you. So what we're going to do next is we are going to begin to create a works cited entry for a magazine article that was accessed through a database. Now note, we have the website tab, book tab, newspaper tab, journal tab, database tab, etc. Even though it is technically a magazine article, you still click on the database tab because it's asking you where you access this information from, okay? You found this magazine article through a database. So you are going to click on the database tab. With that said, it's going to ask you, what kind of database article are you citing? Click on the drop-down menu, go down to magazine article, click on it, give it a second, and it pulls up this particular screen. Okay, cite a magazine article in MLA. Okay, now the online database tab is already available for you. It's already selected. Do not go off that. Do not go in print or online. We want online database because, well, you found your article on an online database. At this point in time, you are simply going to enter the information that it asks for on this particular page. Okay? Now, I'm going to go to a magazine article that I accessed through the Academic Search Premier database. When you are looking at this information, I would strongly suggest doing the following. When you find an article that you want to use, click on the link, and from there, before you get to the before you get to the HTML full text, which is the entire article, I would look at all this information here for you, so that way you can use this information to make your works cited entry. It tends to be a little more organized, and it tends to point things out to you a little bit better than, say, if you went into the HTML full text, and if you look at it here, it blurs everything together. Okay, so if you go back again, the first screen that pops up, I would use this information. Okay, so let's go back to Easybib. Easybib asks for the article title. Simply go back to the particular database, and often you will find the title at the very top of the page. Wouldn't you worry? It's okay if you copy and paste. It's perfectly fine. Copy it, paste it into this particular section. Next, it's asking for contributors, meaning authors, okay? So you go back to the article and you look for where it says authors. Bostic Jeff. Jeff's the first name, Bostic's last name. Michael Craig Miller. Michael's first name, Craig's middle name, Miller's last name. Okay, so we see that it is Jeff Bostic, middle initial Q. So I will go to this particular section of Easybib, enter the information that it requires. You can always double check as well, and I will myself. Jeff Q Bostic. Jeff Q Bostic. Great. Now, you note there is more than one author. Should you give this author credit? Yes, you should. Okay. Go to Easybib, click on Add Another Contributor, click on it, and go ahead and enter that particular author as well. This is Michael Craig Miller. I will click on Michael. And since we can't type in his whole middle name, let's do the initial, C. Miller. Okay? Now, again, if there are 3 authors, I'd add another contributor. Okay? 4 authors, sure, go ahead and add it so that way you can include all 4. But if it is more than 4 authors, just stop at that point in time. Ask me what to do. Essentially, you're going to add a Latin phrase called et al., which means in the following for your in-text citation. I'll show you how to do that as well if you do happen to have 4, or actually, let's just do it with 4. If you have 4 or more authors, let me know, and I'll definitely help you out with that. Okay, so if you have up to 3 authors, click on Add Contributor one more time, add the full name of that particular author. But if you happen to have 4, let me know, and I'll tell you what to do at that point in time. Okay, so let's move on now. We have magazine title. Okay, look at the magazine title. You follow the magazine titles, or rather you find the magazine titles or title where it says source. So you see where it says Newsweek right here? That is the title of the magazine. Go ahead and type in or paste Newsweek. From there, date published, day, month, year. Well, we go back and we start looking around here. 4/25/2005. We go back, day 25, month 4, that would be April, year 2005. Pages. Let's see if they do have page numbers for you. It looks like pages 60 to 60, meaning, well, it looks like just one page, so page 60. It starts on 60 and it ends on 60. Database. Now it's asking you which database did you use. Well, if you go back to your particular article, we see that the specific database is Academic Search Premier up here. It's sponsored by EBSCOhost. Okay, EBSCOhost is the overall database, and then it has specific databases that fall under it. Think of EBSCOhost as the umbrella. All these fall underneath that umbrella. So if we go back to this particular section of Easybib, start typing in EBSCO. And give it a second, and it's going to start pulling up different types of specific databases for you. Check this out, Academic Search Premier. If you do that, you're good to go. Or if you don't even want to do EBSCO, I'll delete this. If you start typing in Academic Search Premier, it pulls it up automatically for you. So again, what I would suggest doing, if we kind of review, look at the specific database that you have, and that's what you begin to enter into Easybib, and it will fill it in for you. Date accessed, simply the day that you accessed the magazine article. Today is the 1st, month is May, yes, it is May, ladies and gentlemen, and year 2015. Note, Mr. Denton is a little slow sometimes. There was a today option, so if it is today, just click on that and it'll automatically fill it in for you. Last but not least, it's asking you if you want to display the URL. Note, MLA 7 says to leave out the URL unless the source cannot be located. Without it, or if the instructor requires it. I will not require it. I will follow MLA 7. Trust me, if I smell something stinky, so to speak, I'll ask you about your source and you'll have to provide it for me. Okay? After that, simply click on Create Citation. And biggity bang, there's your new citation in perfect MLA format. And even better, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that it's saving your project as you go along, and it's automatically putting your entries in alphabetical order by the first letter of the first word of each entry. It's a beautiful thing, Easybib. Use it, know it, love it. Thank you for your time.